Shalom, shalom, shalom. This is your brother Yael Ezra Ben Levy coming at you again with another quick video. Now, it is early in the morning. I am in my pajamas preparing to go to sleep. But I just wanted to take the time to make this quick video to share something with you. Now, for the last few days, really last few years, last few decades, I have been trying to engage in meaningful, fruitful discussion and dialogues with my Christian brothers and sisters. And I can say over the last few months, they have really intensified. Now, not all of them have been respectful. And I'm going to be honest, when I say respectful, I don't mean I was ugly on my end. They got ugly and disrespectful on their end. Because I'm like this. Even though I would strongly disagree with you, I will never disrespect you. I will not slander your name, your character. I will not call you out of your name. I will just simply disagree with you and state why. But a good 75% of the time, I do not get the same treatment. I get called out of my name. I get slandered. All sorts of ugly and despicable things that they do while trying to so-called defend their faith or to stand, 10 toes down on what they say they believe. Now, this is what I want to share with you. And I'm not going to be before you long because it's late and I am tired. I just got off work not too long ago. Now, you know my story, and for some of you who do not, I was a former Christian. I was a former ordained minister. I was a Christian for over 30 years, an ordained minister for 20 plus years. Now, it was always said, it was always told, it was always taught as a Christian that the New Testament is the fulfillment of what is recorded in the Tanakh, aka the Old Testament, the Holy Scriptures. And that is something that I adamantly believed when I was a Christian. But here's the thing about that. To be the fulfillment of what is said in the Old Testament, and I'm going to just choose to say Old Testament because most Christians understand it that way. Because I share Tanakh and the person was totally lost. It didn't have no idea what I was talking about. So in the Old Testament, it has to be written, it has to be recorded in the Old Testament for it to be fulfilled in the New. But if the Old Testament is contradicting what is said in the New, how can the New be a fulfillment of what is said in the Old when the New says something totally different than what is said in the Old? Let me give you an example, and this will be the only example I will give for this video. Now, the Apostle Paul calls the Torah, aka the law, he calls it a ministry of death. Now, I asked the person who I was dialoguing with, having a discussion with, please show me where Yahweh, the Holy One of Israel, the God of our fathers, Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, ever called the Torah that he gave Moses to give to the Israelites, the chosen people of Yahweh. Where did he ever tell Moses to tell the Israelites, that which I am giving you is a ministry of death? He never did. But what he did say about what he was giving them is, it is their righteousness. It is their wisdom. It is their way. It is their truth. It is their life. That seems like a contradiction if you ask me. For one, to call it a ministry of death, and for Yahweh, the one who gave it to Moshe to give to our ancestors, he didn't call it a ministry of death. So how is that a fulfillment of what Yahweh said in the Tanakh, the Old Testament, and Paul just turns around and shares his opinion? Because that's what he did. He shared his opinion, and his opinion is not the word of God. And I can share with you many, many more things that is contrary to thus said the Lord and a Paul said. But that's where I'm going to end at this moment. But remember, if the New Testament is the fulfillment of what is said in the Old, you have to show me where the concept of Christianity, the way that you see Yeshua, the things that you teach and believe about Yeshua, has to be found in the Tanakh. Because remember, the New Testament is supposed to be a fulfillment. And all that is believed and taught about Yeshua, I should be able to find it clearly in the pages of the Tanakh. But anyway, that's all I wanted to share at this time. I'm your brother Yael Ezra Ben Levi. Till next time, peace.